All right, so folks, welcome back again. I'm Solomon B. Lombe. You already know, and I'm here today with one of the students at the local County University who studies engineering. He's in the engineering department. And so, what's your name?
So I'm James Naman Loa, student of the Lower County University from the engineering department, specifically majoring civil engineering.
All right, so we gonna be going through few questions today. Like I stated, once more, I'm Solomon Lombe. So, what inspired you to engineer to be an engineer?
All right, so basically we tend to be inspired by few things. That is what we see and who we are motivated by. So coming out as a kid, I have passions for drawing and reaching at my senior high, I realized that I was so much in love with some of the science courses, or let me just say science subject, because of high school. I was into mathematics. I started foreign, even if I quizzing, I normally play science and that and mathematics. So based on few things and the motivations I guess side by side, I got motivated to do the engineering. So I enrolled at the Lower Faculty University and started the engineering or pursuing my engineering degree.
All right. So, do you have anybody who you saw as an engineer that motivated you to actually to or grow passion for the course?
Yeah, I have a few people, uh, locally and internationally. I have people who inspire me a lot because anytime I recharge, I normally be on the net scrolling, viewing people who have succeed in the field, what they do, and some of those things, and even people that are around me. I tend to be inspired by some of them. That is, let me just give a shout out to one of my veterans, that is Moses Tipi Dimini. He's currently attending the UL in Montserrat there. He's someone who's uh, with no money or financial support. He always give you advice what to do and what not to do and some of these things. So
All right. So, over to the current issue. So, this happened to be your third semester, and you have a team for 2 semesters, right?
yeah, yeah.
All right. So, how do you feel being part of the 4 point shooters? That's people that are honored within the university.
All right. So it's always exciting to see your hard work pays regardless of the difficulties you face, but it's the joy that comes with anything
Sure.
you struggle for, and at the end, you are seeing people recognizing you, giving you some recognitions, or all those things. So it was exciting going through the litmus studies and all those things, and seeing my name being posted by the OPF and that the Voice of Lofa, and being congratulated by few people that are highly respected is plugs for me, and I'm grateful.
Yeah, so is this the first time or the since you entered the
All
university?
right, so since my university journey, this is my third semester, so I just completed 2 semester, and getting a full point last semester make it two consecutive time in row getting full point GPA.
So what's your advice to those students who are in the university, maybe because some people went on a suspension, probation, and other stuff?
All right, so people who normally found themselves on probations or being suspended, some are related issues. Some can be finance, some can be trauma, and all of those things. So people who don't focus, let me be specific or specific with some of those people. I would love to advise them to stay focused, stay around people who understand the course, and yeah, stay around people who understand the course. Because if you are in the university, let's say you pay your you came from the village, came and pay your high-end money to start up a study, and yet you are not being focused, is is a thing that you need to blame yourself on, right? So in order to succeed in some of those things, or to cancel out the path of being on probation list, you need to stay connected with people who understand the lesson. Because if you are somewhere, because people say, tell me your friend, I will show you who we are.
Sure,
So
sure.
if you are around people who don't focus, and we that are outside the box will consider you to be someone who don't focus. So you have to stay around people who understand the course, so that you, at least you can be able to make a progress, because it's not immediately, but definitely you will make a progress.
All right, so thank you. So that's it, folks. You heard James Namaloa, or passionate and determined person who is studying engineering at the Lower Country University. So you hear his stories and actually a brilliant student. If you want to help him, you can be a help to him. You contact him. You know, a little is much when God is in it. So before we leave you, we'd like for you to recognize two or three person out there.
All right, so let me recognize my mom first. She's a second girl to me, and she's been doing a whole lot of me, a whole lot into my life. Right, coming this far is not my own strength. She's been very, very supportive to me, and also, even though he's dead, but I would like to give a big shout out to him because he built my foundations, and that's my father, Lasana Loa.
All right, so thank you once more. I'm Solomon Lombe. Keep sharing and subscribing to this page. Thank you.